Today, we're going to be talking about context clues. It allows you to be the detective when reading. To begin, what are context clues? Context clues are bits of information from the text. When you combine them with prior knowledge, it will allow you to decide the meaning of unknown words in a story or article you are reading. As a reader, you must act similar to a detective and put together clues from sentences surrounding an unknown word in order to make an intelligent guess as to what the definition of a word is. How do they help you read new words? Glad you asked. Textbook writers and authors include words or phrases to help their readers understand the meaning of a new or difficult word. These words or phrases are built into the sentence around a new or difficult word. By becoming more aware of the words around a difficult word, readers can make logical guesses about the meaning of many words. Okay, so what exactly is all this saying? Basically, what it all comes down to is a context clue are hints that the author will throw in around a word you might not know to help you understand the word. When you are a good reader, you are able to pick up on those hints and use them to help you understand what you are reading. If you're still wondering what a context clue is, there is a link below that you can click on to watch a little video that will show you more about context clues. There are many types of context clues that authors can use. 4 of those types are inference or example context clues, synonym context clues, antonym context clues, and finally, explanation or definition context clues. The first type, explanation context clues, or definition context clues. This is where words say, stop, don't touch the dictionary, the definition of the word you don't understand is right here in the text. For example, in the sentence, there are many theories or ideas about what made ice ages happen. In the sentence, the word ideas tells us that theories are different thoughts people have about something. Theories are defined as ideas right in the text for you. Another example, after a time, glaciers or slowly moving rivers of ice formed over many parts of the earth. Can you see the definition of glaciers inside the sentence? That's right. In this sentence, the words slowly moving rivers of ice tell us what glaciers are. Another type of context clue is a synonym context clue. These are words around a difficult word that mean the same or nearly the same as the word. For example, in the sentence, after seeing the picture of the starving children, we felt compassion or pity for their suffering. In this sentence, the word pity tells us that compassion means to have understanding. Pity would be a synonym for compassion. Mary admonished her students, and they knew that they were in hot water for their actions. In this sentence, the words in hot water tell us that admonished means cautioned or scolded. Another type of context clue is the antonym context clue. This is when there are words around a difficult word that mean the opposite or nearly the opposite as the word you don't understand. For example, Joe was reluctant to take the job of a captain of the team. He was afraid that the time it would take would hurt his grades. On the other hand, Billy was eager for the chance to be the team captain. In this sentence, we have an antonym for the word reluctant. Joe was reluctant, but on the other hand, Billy was eager. So eager is your antonym for reluctant. Therefore, in this sentence, Billy feels the opposite of Joe. Therefore, reluctant means uncertain or cautious, since eager would mean happy or excited. Inference or example context clues are words that are not directly described but are explained using examples within the sentence or the following sentences. They can also use little breadcrumbs of clues as well. In the sentence, the cave was very dark and dank, and my clothes felt like they were sticking to my skin. The clues to understanding dank were the fact that the clothes were sticking to her skin. So, in this sentence, you need to look at how the clothes felt. They were sticking. Therefore, you can infer that the word dank means wet, sticky, or muggy. Now it's your turn to be the detective and follow the clues. Use what we have talked about in the context clues to complete the next activity. Your friend Ryan has moved to a new country and is learning a new language. Read what he wrote in his diary and see if you can figure out the meaning to the underlined words. Dear Diary, I overslept this morning. I had to eat my bowl of Poof Poofs very quickly, and I almost missed the tramzam. When I got to school, I realized I had forgotten my zing pling. Luckily, Mrs. Jewitzy is very josh and told me I could bring it tomorrow. After school, some friends and I played Plinging Minging. It's a new game I am learning. We scored 7 points and they only scored 5 points, so we were the Zoiders. Dad says the next weekend we're going to the Flatter. I can't wait. I love to swim and play in the sand. I hope I don't get a sunburn though. Well, I'd better go to bed soon. I don't want to wake up late and miss my tramzam. Until tomorrow, Ryan. It's time for some detective work. Take each word from Ryan's diary that is written in his new language and use the context clues in the text to figure them out. Let's begin. What could the word Poof Poofs mean? If you look back at the text, the sentences tell me that it's something that can be eaten. I know that it is a breakfast food because Ryan said it was the morning. I also know that it goes in a bowl. What do you think that it is? That's right. The most logical guess would be some type of cereal. What about the word tramzam? What does that mean? Well, in the sentences in the letter, the sentences tell me that Ryan was going to school and he almost missed the tramzam. What do you think it could possibly be? That's right. The most logical guess would be a school bus. What could the word zinging plinging mean? Well, in the sentences, they tell me that it is something Ryan needed at school. I also learned that it's okay with the teacher if he brings it tomorrow. What do you think it could be? The most logical guess would be Ryan's homework. What could the word josh mean? The sentence tells me that a person can act this way and that the teacher is being very generous and kind and allowing Ryan to bring his homework the next day. What do you think that it is? That's right. The most logical guess would be friendly or understanding. You're doing wonderful. Let's keep going. What could the word plingy mean? In the sentences, it tells me that it's a game Ryan and his friends play against each other and that points can be scored. What do you think it is? The most logical guess would be some type of sport. It could be basketball or soccer. There's many other possibilities, but most likely it's some type of sport. What would the word Zoiders mean? The sentences tell us that Ryan's team scored 7 points and the other team scored less because they only scored 5. What do you think it is? The most logical guess would be that it means they were the winners. They had the more points. We're almost done. What could the word flatter mean? The sentences tell me that Ryan's dad said he could go there when he would get there, he gets to swim and play in the sand, but he hopes he doesn't get a sunburn. What do you think it is? The most logical guess would be a lake or a beach. And we've already talked about Tramzam, so we don't need to look at that one again. Congratulations! You're doing a super job! You're a top-notch detective. Keep going on to do more context clues activities. Remember, you will need to click on the back arrow to return for more activities. Here are some possible activities that you can do to help yourself continue to understand context clues better. You did it! You have successfully completed a study on context clues. Go out into the world and see what you can do with your new knowledge of how to decode words. It will make you a better reader.